In this mini lecture, we will reinforce some of the material you've already learned about goal setting and self-care from your online training, and we'll give you some brief tips on how to help patients do this. As you have learned from the training, one important care management component is to help patients select feasible and pleasurable activity goals, both at the start of depression care and at follow-up visits. Goal setting in itself can be as helpful as an antidepressant. When patients get depressed, they don't feel up to doing the kinds of things they typically enjoy or find rewarding. By doing fewer enjoyable things, they begin to feel worse emotionally. And as patients feel worse, they do even less. And they get caught up in a cycle of doing less and less and feeling worse and worse. Taking part in pleasurable and rewarding activities will help break the vicious cycle of depression and improve a patient's mood, interest level, and energy. These activities may include physical activities, social activities, and hobbies. The more activities patients are able to schedule and successfully complete, the stronger this antidepressant will be. Patients who follow through on their plans experience success, and they gain motivation to continue setting personal goals. An important point for patients is they should not wait to feel motivated to do these activities. Motivation to do more will only come after doing the activities. Here are some further tips on goal setting and self-care. First, how can we help patients identify pleasant and rewarding activities? We should first review activities that the patient is already doing, activities the patient has done in the past but is no longer doing, and new activities that he or she would consider doing. An activity is something you do that can be observed, like going for a walk or calling up a friend. Thinking happier thoughts or getting more motivation and energy are not good examples of activities. Second, how can we help patients select feasible activities? Patient activity goals should come from the patients themselves. However, you should guide patients to choose activities that are feasible for them to accomplish. A feasible activity is something the patient is capable of accomplishing between one nursing visit and the next. Consider the patient's physical limitations, emotional limitations, and the availability of others in his or her social network to provide such social support. For a patient who has limited contact with others, calling a family member or friend 3 times in the following week may be a feasible goal to begin with. Thirdly, we can help ensure success by helping patients describe what, when, where, how often, and with whom the activities will take place. The more detail, the better, and the more likely the patient will follow through. Help patients identify any barriers to carrying out the activities, and identify a plan B if necessary. You may use this patient education form to help patients set weekly goals. You can download this form as a PDF on our training website. You should also document these weekly patient goals on your agency software. Encourage patients to set goals in 3 areas: taking care of themselves, making time for pleasurable activities, and staying connected with other people. For example, a patient may choose to do physical therapy or home exercises at least 5 times this week. Do crossword puzzles or write a letter every day. As a plan B, if arthritis flares up, listen to music instead. And call a friend or family member at least 3 times a week. Some final tips on goal setting. Follow up by checking in on patients' degree of success in meeting their activity goals. Reinforce any efforts to do activities. Remind patients that they are helping themselves break the vicious cycle of doing less and feeling worse. Encourage patients to continue the same pleasurable activities in the next week, and also select new ones. Remember that the more activities patients are able to schedule and successfully complete, the stronger this antidepressant will be. If patients did not meet their goals, discuss what happened and what barriers got in the way. Talk through what might work better, and help patients select more feasible activities. Finally, make sure to give patients hope that the new plan will help them. Thank you.